Oh, good evening, guys. Welcome back again to my channel. It's your girl Fifi, and as usual, we are on Fi's plate, guys. There is a lot to dish to you, so I'll just jump right into it. Now, guys, this is part 2 of the video that I have just dropped, and that is the after party of the Big Brother Titans house. Now, guys, a lot has happened tonight. These housemates will not let us sleep. So if you've missed anything, just click on that subscribe button on my channel, listen in, and please comment, like the video, and share your thoughts with me. Now, jumping right into it, the previous video I had brought it to you and I had showed you how Tabang and Nelisa were kissing and touching each other, not letting go of each other like newlyweds on their honeymoon. Now, guys, I do not know how things jumped, but in Big Brother's house, 1 second is like 1 month or 2 months or so. So we saw that scenario of Tabang and Nelisa sharing such a passionate kiss that they were so touchy with each other. Everyone was hailing them from Yemi to Yaya, and before we knew it, Tabang was in the bedroom, the Alex room, and he was on his bed, and Khosi came right to him and they started having a conversation. Now, by the time I started seeing this, Khosi was seated down. Now, she was talking to Tabang and she seemed to be telling him that there was already trouble in his paradise. She was talking about Nelisa being in the dressing room crying and complaining that Tabang is not giving him attention. Now, this is someone who was just in the other's mouth, now crying and complaining that they are not giving her attention. Now, guys, when I tell you that Nelisa is an instigator, this girl is so weird. I remember there is the time her and Melly's incident happened, and then Melly dropped her like a sack of hot potatoes, of course, right after being intimate with her. He said that he did not take Nelisa seriously because he felt like Nelisa wanted to use him to play mind games that he didn't understand. Now, today just proved that, because the way I saw Nelisa moving tonight, it just proved that Melly was 100% right about her. Now, this girl is playing the guilt trip game in the whole house, and mind you, not everyone knows about the kiss that they had shared in the dressing room. So, of course, Khosi was sharing her concerns with Tabang and trying to tell Tabang that the more you continue showering me with attention, the more Nelisa is going to feel rejected and, jealous. So as they were still having that conversation, a miracle, as usual, came and interrupted and hopped onto Tabang. Now, this guy slept right on top of Tabang, and we also know that Miracle has not really been the saint when it came to passing on some weird derogatory terms about Tabang. Now, today we saw it with our own eyes, what Miracle was doing. We all know he has always wanted to sabotage Tabang and Khosi's friendship, but this time he seemed to have interrupted in a playful way, and Khosi told him, look here, we are having a conversation, please leave, and he refused, claiming he wants to listen in. As they were still arguing about that, Nelisa walked into the room and phoned that situation. Now, when Nelisa came, Khosi was like, Nelisa is the only one that we can talk comfortably around, but Miracle, you have to go. So they were in the midst of that, and out of the blue, Nelisa told Tabang that she knows that Tabang has a crush on Khosi. Now, this caught Khosi by surprise. So she asked Nelisa, she's like, hold up, like, what are you trying to say? And Nelisa is like, no, I'm not talking about you, Khosi, but I'm saying that Tabang has a crush on you. Now, that doesn't mean that you have the crush on Tabang. In all this, Tabang was quiet, but then later he managed to pacify Nelisa, and he called her. He's like, come here, like, I want to talk to you. What are you saying? Why are you saying what you're saying? And Nelisa ended up in Tabang's bed, where on top of him, actually, where they went into deeper conversation as Khosi left. Now, as Khosi left, Miracle also left, and they ended up going to air their next episode of the Tokyo Talk, which today was starring Khosi and Miracle. Now, guys, I will bring for you the gist of that podcast in a whole entire video. Now, guys, this is the scene that we left Nelisa in bed with Tabang, and there were no issues. They were talking with each other to the point that Juicy J teased them about it. He made a comment like, oh, yo, be with my Kosa sister or something like that. Kosa sister. Sorry. So before I knew it, Big Brother's cameras moved to the Santon bedroom, that's the upstairs bedroom, and Nelisa was crying and talking to Yemi. I think it was Yemi and Yaya. I can't really remember, but yes, she was crying and talking to them and telling Yemi that she caught Tabang talking with Khosi, and that they were like she was jealous that Tabang is not giving her attention. Now I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Last I saw, Khosi left you with Tabang and went to attend a different meeting. What then made you cry to come? You see how I'm saying that this girl is very dangerous? My dear, fear women. This Nelisa of a girl here, she did not come to play in this Big Brother's house. The girl cried to her partner Yemi, knowing fully well that Yemi is involved with Khosi, and that Yemi for the longest time now has been being uncomfortable with Tabang and Khosi's friendship. So the way she moved and the tears that she was shedding, which by the way I'll point out that those were damn crocodile tears. He went and he's like, I've had it as a man. This is a guy who has changed for Khosi. This is a guy who dropped Blue Ivor to just remain faithful to Khosi. So at this point, he's like, he's not having it. So he went ahead, went downstairs and to confront Tabang. And he had a conversation with Tabang, and he's like, look here. He called him the N-word. He's like, look here. I am the one who was encouraging Khosi to not break her friendship with you after what happened on Sunday when Ebuka shook tables. And I told her, let her not cut you off because I knew you were friends, even when I know fully well that you have a crush on my girl. But now I don't understand. You're like he was telling her, you're supposed to be like my bro. Like, why would you move like that? So he's like, what are you doing? You like my partner, and you know I like my partner a lot, but now she's crying and she likes you so much. She's now crying because she's seeing you with Khosi in a way that is so weird. You know, he brought up the incident when Tabang and Khosi were on the same bed, gisting. Now you could tell that really Yemi was so frustrated, very frustrated. So he kept going on and on and on. And you could also tell that Tabang was shocked by what he was hearing. By now, the whole house was already whispering about this whole situation. So later on, Tabang was like, I really do not know what I did to make Nelisa cry. It's true that Khosi came. She had a conversation, she sat on the bed, we talked, and maybe what she saw was me hugging Khosi. Khosi had come to tell me about Nelisa's concerns. So Tabang himself was very shocked. But Yemi also had to confront that situation head on. Now, right after confronting Tabang, he went on to the living room to take part in the Tokyo Talk podcast and also have one or two things to say to Miracle that I am bringing to you again, like I said, in the next video. So please do not go anywhere. Just finish this video and then you will wait again. I'm dropping the other video very soon after I drop this one to give you the whole gist of that conversation. But on to this one of the issue of Tabang and Nelisa dragged on to the point that it reached the Coven sisters. I'm talking about Yvonne, Nana, and Olivia. Only that this time, in place of Nana, we had Blue Ava. Now, Yvonne was talking, because she knows very well one of her friends, that is Olivia, has also been having a huge crush on Tabang and has been frustrated because Tabang has not been reciprocating her feelings. So she was like, Nelisa needs to put her head in the game. She needs to think straight. Tabang is not worth it. Why is she crying over a guy who is not worth it? Saying that Tabang is she doesn't like people who don't treat ladies right. So I'm like, this is how narratives begin. Yes, this is how narratives begin. So now Yvonne is judging Tabang without knowing the full story of what happened. And for us, the viewers, some of us who have watched, who know what happened. But tomorrow the internet will be on fire, castigating and putting Tabang on the cross just because of one single female's perspective. So guys, let me just let you catch the rest of the video, because as I speak now, I dropped another last minute extension to this video, and you'll see that Tabang moved on after that to talk to Khosi and Yaya, who encouraged him to have a conversation with Nelisa. And as we speak, they are in bed discussing, and she's telling him how she feels about him, but is not mentioning anything like the crying she has been doing. So guys, enjoy the video, please. And once again, like, share, subscribe. I love you. Mwah.
Isn't that crazy? It works like magic. Every time you pay attention to me and you neglect her, it makes her jealous. Yeah. Which is normal. And I say that to him. It's very normal. There's nothing wrong. I say that to him. But at this point, when I went to Japan, you understand what's happening? Look, listen, I don't even want to lie. It's like me. I might not be in a ship, but whenever I see Mark, and I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like I don't like the fact that I've got feelings for Marvin. I like Marvin. Everyone does. Everyone does. Yeah. I might like him more than everyone. Kunali, hot sauce. Kunali, Tabasco. Kunali, ketchup. What's that smell? What? That smell? Is it Raja? Ma? It must be. Babe, when I see Marvin, and the thing is that there's certain women when I see him talk to me, like for instance, just when you talk to you, calm back, calm the woman, calm the woman. Talk to me that you feel like when he talks to you feel like, yeah. I want to see your woman instinct. Honestly, it's literally just don't worry about that one. Okay, but now that's another. Now recently, he's been very. With Olivia, I'm like, I don't mind. I just realized I shouldn't show my emotions because whenever he's Olivia will know Olivia's on my side. And then Yvonne, I'm like, okay, Yvonne is choosing side. And then it's you, and I'm like, no, but you guys are cool, so I don't have to worry about anything. Understand? But he's close to the three. Bruh, funny thing is, he live in this situation. Is that honey? No, it's Pepsi. He said, I'm doing it again. I'm not sure what it was. And then he didn't say his name. He was like, I was with the girl over here. I know it was, but we're getting along so well. So I kept asking questions. And said, I love the time of asking questions. He was listening to him together. What the fuck? That's not a relationship. We're not married. you, look at the action. The first girl he's attracted to and openly liking look at JP's character. JP is about living life, don't care, washing. You see what I mean? And even though he's never said it, I'm telling you right now, I hope to that right now. Because of that. And then the first person they mentioned, I said, you like someone. Same person. Hey, same. And let me tell you something. When you say David, you're like, the girl, you're wrong. That's not the girl. That's not the girl. But here, he can suck magic. No, listen. Listen to me. Let me I don't. Okay, we're not gonna have this. Let me tell you. We're not gonna have this conversation. Let me tell you. Break it. I want you to break it. Break it. I don't want to. It's like. It's like I have dogs who love me. My teddy bear RJ, even though he can't express it, he loves me. I want you to listen. I don't want you to listen. RJ. I don't want you to listen to me to hear me. I want you to listen to me here. If you're gonna continue like that, means you're not.
I don't think that's what you're saying to me. You feel like I haven't said, okay, I'm not interested in this bad bye. I'm interested in what you care. Because I feel like that's what I've done. I went this way. I first thought it was you and Miracle. But obviously they've shown was interested in you and Miracle. And I had to go bring back to Miracle. Because I really have said to a long time ago, I said no. And then I had to say to people that I don't really talk to that way. And I was like, yo, here's a person that I feel, you know, and otherwise anybody else, like I said on Wednesday, the person I'm trying to get to know here is you. And in my head, you can correct me if I'm wrong. In my head, the only person I've been showing that affection to is you. That's what I want to say.
Exactly. So why did you?
Because I thought quit at some point.
Why?
I said your relationship with Khosi makes me feel.
Okay.
It makes me feel like I'm second base.
Okay.
Because never in my life do I feel like I'm second base.
Okay. How do you think you'll get people in your relationship? Exactly. So. The crazy thing is that I told you that I don't do options. I don't do second chances. I don't do. I feel like I'm second